The man who opened his door to find a trick-or-treater who would end his life. In 1982, 69-year-old Marvin Brandland was getting ready for bed after a night of handing out Halloween candy when there was one more knock at his door. Brandland opened the door to find someone wearing a pillowcase over the head with the holes cut out for eyes. That's absolutely horrifying. I would have done a little and then ran back inside. The figure said, "Trick or treat." I figured that's how the figure's voice was. "Give me your money or I'll shoot." Oh wow. He then pulled out a gun and ordered Brandland into his basement where he kept his safe. So this guy knew that he kept the safe in the basement. It was someone that he knew. Figuring this was a prank since only family members knew about the safe, I'm a genius, he grabbed for the gun. The person in the pillowcase fired, hitting Brandland in the throat. Oh, killing him. The killer fled, leaving the pillowcase at the scene. In 2010, the pillowcase was tested for DNA, but there wasn't enough DNA on it to make a match. It was one of his family members, because how would he know that the safe is in the basement? Or somebody that worked on his house or his basement? Screw the fact they couldn't find this killer. I need to investigate this. If I was there, alive back then, I would have found the killer, hands down. But rest in peace, Marvin. I'm so sorry. In 2005, a 42-year-old woman took her life by hanging herself from a tree across the street from a residential area. Though the body was easily visible to people passing by and passing vehicles, no one called the police for hours. Why? They assumed the woman swaying in the wind was a Halloween decoration. That's horrifying. Imagine all the kids that were like, "Oh, I want to go trick-or-treating at that house. It's so scary." How many people saw her dead body? First of all, that is really sad, but it's also really scary. This happened in Toronto too, where there was a man passed out on the lawn of somebody's home and no one thought to call the police because they thought it was a decoration. Meanwhile, he actually needed help and then he passed away. That's scary. I don't like it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween, happy spooky season. How are you doing? What's up? I don't know when this video is going up. This video might be up on October 31st, Halloween itself. So, if that's the case and you love Halloween, smash that like button. And obviously comment something down below because I read every single one of my comments. Yes.
Every single one.
Today we are looking at real life Halloween horror stories. Be safe out there today, guys. Now, we'll get on with the video. Also, I dressed up just for you guys, okay? Don't come at me being like, "Where's your cow costume?" They don't have cow ears anywhere and they don't sell fuzzy cow robes. So, talk to Amazon, not me. The man who showed up at a Halloween party dressed as Freddy Krueger and went on a rampage. Okay, so this is Nightmare on Elm Street, but in real life. A Halloween party in San Antonio, Texas was in full force last year when a man dressed as Freddy Krueger showed up uninvited. He opened fire on the crowd, shooting 5 people. Oh, that is just sick. That is wrong. That's horrifying. I hope he was caught. But then also, if he's wearing a Freddy mask and he goes in and then leaves, how are they gonna find him? Because I don't know, but this stuff scares me. The son who, oh my gosh, decapitated his mother and left her body in the street? One night in Long Island, just before Halloween 2014, a decapitated body laid in the street 5 feet away from a severed head. To many people passing by, the horrific sight appeared to be a Halloween prank, but the truth was far more disturbing. 35-year-old Derek Ward had used a kitchen knife to kill and decapitate his mother, Patricia, then carried the body and head out of their apartment. After leaving the body and head in the street, oh my gosh, he jumped in front of a train and, you know, holy, that's dark and scary. I don't even know what to say. Like, how long was her body out there before people realized that that's not Halloween decor? You know, same with the other story I just talked about. Like, how many people witnessed that sight and then heard the news and was like, that was a real dead body? Like, that would mess you up for life. The assailant who, wearing the same mask the killers wore in the film Scream, great movie, 10 out of 10. Murdered a man, okay, not so great about that. That's not okay. In Scream, killers wear ghost face masks, duh. Chillingly, on Halloween night 2013, someone wearing the same ghost face mask shot and killed 19-year-old Anthony Seabury before disappearing into the New York night. Does that mean that this killer was not caught either? What I'm learning from these stories is that a lot of these cases are going unsolved and I'm genuinely scared. Like, should I not be covering this story, or is the killer gonna be like,
oh, she's next because she's talking about us. She's gonna get on, like, like she's gonna be on to us.
All I'm gonna say is, why didn't the police go to Halloween stores and see who purchased this particular mask? It's not that hard. Well, actually it is hard, but like, that's where you start. And then you interview the people. You see if anyone that bought this mask was related to the victim or knew the victim. Same school, went to work. Bada bing, bada boom. Case closed. Let's go, people. Somebody hire me.
She's good.
The haunted hayride employee who, when pretending to hang from a gallows, hanged himself for real. Traumatizing. I bet there was kids there watching, be like, oh, so funny. Mommy, why is he not moving anymore? Bro! In 1990, Chicago area, Brian Jules' job was to give hayride customers a scare by pretending to hang from a gallows. Jewel had pulled off the stunt just fine earlier in the day, but that night something went terribly wrong. When the hayride approached Jewel, who was hanging from the gallows with his feet touching the ground, the tractor driver began to worry. The driver's worries only grew when Jewel failed to deliver his usual speech. According to the prosecutor, there were no signs of foul play. Wait a minute. Hayride approached him, who was hanging from the gallows with his feet touching the ground. Wouldn't that be good because his weight is on the ground instead of all on his neck? Hold up, I am going to research this right now because I need to know what happened. Here we go. The way it's supposed to work is he's supposed to have the noose around his neck, but it's not a noose that tightens. Jewel would step down about 1 foot to the ground, making it appear he had been hung. Oh my god, there was 40 people that saw him. I'm still confused. Like, if his feet weren't hanging from the ground, then you would worry, right? I don't know. This is just suspicious. This has suspicious written all over it. I don't like it. And I want to get to the bottom of it. The boy whose life was forever altered on Halloween because of his stepfather from hell. Okay, let's see how bad this stepfather is. Oh, real bad, real bad. On Halloween in 1984, Brian Massey should have been enjoying a night of trick-or-treating with his sister, Tiffany, and Tamara. Instead, he was subjected to a real-life horror film when his new stepfather, David Andrews, stabbed his mother to death before chasing his sisters down the hall and oh my gosh. I'm like reading this inside my head. Sorry. Stepfather, the mother, then the kids. I'm trying to be like politically right for the YouTube censors that I hate anyway, and they hate me. He then went into Massey's room covered in blood and kidnapped him. 2 days later, found Massey alive, thank gosh. Oh, they got David Andrews, they got him. They got him. Ew! Oh my god though, he struck a plea deal in exchange for a reduction of charges. Okay guys, well, this article's old and he was eligible for parole. Apparently he got out after doing that, which is very disturbing and wrong for so many reasons. That is not right. That is not right at all. And that is terrifying. That messes you up at such a young age too. It's neither rain nor sleet nor decomposing body. It's tragic enough to have collapsed and died alone on your own porch steps. To make things worse, the next morning the mail deliverer, assuming the body was an excellent Halloween decoration, sidestepped the deceased on his way to delivering the corpse's mail. Okay, so he definitely did not have a good rapport with this guy because he would have realized that the body laying there was indeed the man that you were giving the mail to. Whew. I feel like we should just ban Halloween decorations, or at least body decorations, okay? That's the moral of the story. In 1981, a murder on Halloween morning happened inside a Manhattan home. To make things even spookier, the exact murder had been predicted by an infamous serial killer. Okay, now I'm intrigued. Let's see. David Berkowitz, son of Sam, was incarcerated in the Attica Correctional Facility in upstate New York Supermax prison when he predicted a murder though. Okay, on the early morning of Halloween in 1981, while staying in their Manhattan home, Ronald Sisman and Elizabeth Platzman were beaten and shot to death. According to Reader's Digest, does anyone go to Reader's Digest anymore? Berkowitz had described a cult carrying out this massacre and even described the exact apartment layout to a T. It's unclear if Berkowitz's prediction was merely a coincidence, and to this day, the murder remains unsolved. You needed David Berkowitz to hone in on the magic psychic powers and get down to figuring out who the murderer was. I don't understand how he did that. And it's the fact that he knew the apartment's layout. Like, who told him this was gonna happen? Or did he arrange for it to happen? I'm just saying, it's a lot to think about there.
Interesting theory.
Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Moral of the story, stay safe out there, especially on Halloween, because there's some sketchy people. If you see anyone walking around in a Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger Scream mask,
Get the hell away.
okay, I don't care if it's a kid, just get the hell away. With that being said, if you liked this video, or even if you didn't, smash that like button, comment something down below, and obviously subscribe to my channel because it really helps me out. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan. Stick around for some bloopers, and I'll see you when I see ya. Bye, happy Halloween. God, I'm so basic. But I wanted to dress up for the video, so though the body was easily visible to passersby, this may be on actually, today we are looking at real life. To many passerbys, there's that word again. Is it a real word? To many passersby. Passersby? You're passing. It's a word. I know it is. But to many people passing by. Passersby. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I've said it so many times that I'm just like, passersby? Anyway, he struck a peel. He struck a peel. Oh my god, I can't speak. Sorry, let me take this from the top. From the top, make it drop, okay.
Now from the top, make it drop it somewhere. Now get a bucket and a mop, that's somewhere.
In 1981, a murder on Halloween morning happened inside a Manhattan super maxi pad prison. If this mic did not record, hallelujah, it recorded. It had never stopped.